Good afternoon and welcome to the SFCBL Network on YouTube. We're in the top half of the first inning, starting late due to some technical difficulties as a ground ball from Austin Birch goes the short way to the shortstop Maxine Bois for out number 3 in the top half of the first. The starting pitcher, Henry Ortiz. We're going to stay right here as we give the grounds on what's going on in this game due to us starting late. Chris Talton, Isaac Edelman here for coverage of the South Division first-round matchup between the 2-seed Blazers and 3-seed Diamond Ducks. The Diamond Ducks started off the first inning with runners on first and third, 2 outs, and Austin Birch just grounded out. The starting pitcher for the Diamond Ducks heading out to the mound right now in the road orange jerseys, gray pants, is Adrian Quinones. The lefty comes in with a 2-2 record, 6.18 ERA, 7 starts, 27 2/3 innings pitched. He has 30 strikeouts and 18 walks allowed. And the starting lineup for the Blazers is Grayson Carpenter, the center fielder, Caden Cloud, the second baseman, and Hunter Ray, the designated hitter. Those 3 will be leading things off here in the bottom half of the first in a 0-0 ball game from Little Fenway in Delray Beach. The defense for the Diamond Ducks out in the field from left to right, Liam Ebbs, Nathan Bell, and Aaron Vetter. From third to first, Nick Corse, Nick April Gath, Gabe Tanus, and at first base, Braden Rosenthal doing the catching. Eden Morehouse for Adrian Quinones. Morehouse hit a grand slam yesterday in the regular season finale against the Snappers en route to a 10-1 win. And we're about ready for the bottom half of the first inning, 0-0 ball game here. Grayson Carpenter, the Blazers center fielder, coming to bat. Isaac Edelman will be joining us shortly. He got here late doing the Beach Boys game against the Lightning. In that first round game, the Beach Boys walked it off 7-6 in the ninth. So Isaac getting set up, and he'll be with us shortly. Quinones kicks and deals a breaking ball in there for strike 1. Carpenter comes in hitting .333, 16 RBIs, 31 hits, and 93 at-bats. As Quinones steals his 0-1, the pitch is in there for strike 2. And the Blazers wearing their home gold and green uniforms, white pants. As that one's popped foul over the right side and out of play. Quinones staying ahead here, 0-2. Snappers lost their regular season finale on July 15th. As that breaking ball is lined into right center field. Coming on is Nathan Bell to make a sliding catch for out number 1. So that'll bring up Caden Cloud, the second baseman. Number 4, and Caden Cloud having quite the season, a .377 batting average, which is tied for 4th in the SFCBL, 5 homers, which is tied for 1st, and 28 RBIs, which is 3rd. So quite the offensive season from Cloud. As Quinones kicks and deals. Pitch bounces up there, ball 1. So 1-0 count on Cloud. Certainly want to be careful with the second baseman for the Blazers. From the University of Kentucky. The 1-0 is low for ball 2. The winner of this game will take on the Snappers tomorrow for round 2 with a chance at the championship on the line to go to the championship upcoming this weekend at Florida Atlantic University. That one skied. Now it's a straightaway center field. Bell moving under it and makes the catch for out number 2. So now Hunter Ray, the designated hitter. Hunter Ray has 22 RBIs. That is 7th in the SFCBL, putting together a solid season. The 3-hole hitter today for the Blazers. Hunter Ray from Fairleigh Dickinson University. 2 homers, 22 RBIs, a 282 batting average. Quinones deals to the lefty. The breaking ball misses outside for ball 1. And it's a muggy day here in Delray Beach. Game time temperature 88 degrees for the start and cloudy. Little breeze moving to left field. And a 2-0 count on Hunter Ray. Quinones winds and deals. That pitch misses just up, ball 3. And Hunter Ray looking to get on here. 2 outs into the bottom half of the first. The 3-0 is in there for strike 1. Ray taking all the way. First inning of the first round of the playoffs in the South Division. As Quinones deals his 3-1. That's taken for strike 2. The dimensions of Little Fenway. 315 down the left field line. 379 out towards the end of the monster in left center. As that pitch is popped foul and out of play over the Blazers dugout on the third base side. Isaac, almost ready to join us, gave me the nod. Writing out his lineups. Hunter Ray in a full count against Adrian Quinones. With 2 outs, the payoff pitch is flown out into deep center field. Back is Bell. Warning track. Wall. She's gone. Hunter Ray gives the Blazers a 1-0 lead. A solo shot in the bottom half of the first to get the scoring started today. Bell just kept going back on that one. Hit out to deep center field. And just like that, the Blazers grab a 1-0 lead. So now Matty Counts, the right fielder, coming up to bat, the left-hand hitter, chops that one to Nick April, got that short, charging in, makes the throw for out number 3. 1 run on 1 hit, the big home run off of the bat of Hunter Ray. And we're going to head to the top half of the second inning. The Blazers lead it 1-0. At Marriott Spring Hill and Town Place Suites, we know that part of a great vacation is a peace of mind that comes from a great hotel. That's why we are dedicated to provide an experience that stands above the rest, whether it be our comfortable beds, poolside relaxation, or our courteous staff. We ensure you will get the best out of us so you can enjoy your travels with ease. Marriott Spring Hill and Town Place Suites, the SFCBL's preferred hotel providers. And we're back on the SFCBL network, getting ready to get things started. Top half of the second inning, and Blazers with a 1-0 lead. Henry Ortiz, the starting pitcher, on for his second inning of work. And Ortiz didn't have time to mention it in the top half of the first, but comes in 7-0 record. That is a record in the SFCBL with a 2.74 ERA in 39 and a thirds innings pitched. So Ortiz, the ace of this Blazers team. And starting things off is the right fielder, the 6-hole hitter, Aaron Vetter, who pops one foul and out of play. So Vetter playing right field today from Palm Beach Atlantic, a sophomore from Boynton Beach, Florida. And Vetter comes in hitting .309, 5 homers, 23 RBIs. That's also tied for the lead in the league. Dangerous 6-hole hitter for these Diamond Ducks. The pitch from Ortiz is a breaking ball that misses just outside the check down to the first base umpire, and he does not go around. So a 1-1 count here on Vetter. Ortiz wheels and deals the pitch. Flips Vetter. So he's on with a leadoff hit by pitch here in the top half of the second.
Now batting for the Coconut Creek Diamond Ducks, the extra hitter from the University of North Carolina at Charlotte, Aaron Orozco.
So now Aaron Orozco from UNC Charlotte, the extra hitter in this lineup for the Diamond Ducks. With the man on first and nobody out, trailing 1-0. Orozco hitting .206, homer, 12 RBIs. Last time out against the Snappers, which came yesterday, he struck out once and did not record a hit as he takes the first pitch upstairs for ball 1. Vetter leads off first. The 1-0 from Ortiz. He's off and going. The throw is high and not in time. Vetter has himself a stolen base. And just like that, the Diamond Ducks set up with the runner in scoring position and a 2-0 count. So 2-0. The pitch to Orozco, breaking ball, misses Orozco as he moves out of the way of that one. And Adam Morehouse, the catcher, waits on deck. Morehouse had a grand slam yesterday against the Snappers in the first inning, part of a 5-run first. Ortiz wheels and deals. The fastball is in there for strike 1. That one is skied out into left center field. Coming on is the center fielder, Grayson Carpenter, to make a diving catch for out number 1. Carpenter came a long way for that one and robs Orozco of an extra base hit. So now Aiden Morehouse, the catcher. So I said he hit a grand slam last game against the Snappers, had 2 hits and 1 run scored in 3 at-bats. So the pitch from Ortiz is a breaking ball that hits Morehouse on the back, and he's on, putting runners on first and second and 1 out.
Now batting the third baseman from Ángel Hernando State College, Nick Corse.
And that's the second hit by pitch of the inning by way of Henry Ortiz. Nick Corse, the third baseman, coming up to the plate. And Isaac is with us now.
Well, hello, Chris. Glad to be with you. It was a trek up there from Palm Beach Gardens, but we're here now. Little Fenway, excited to call some more SFCBL playoff action.
First pitch to Corse, misses outside for ball 1. So that one's flown out into left field for out number 2. Horse down. Runners still on first and second, and now 2 gone.
So this South Division action, North Division Championship is set for tomorrow at Spanish River because it will be the 1 seed Palm Beach Extreme playing host to the number 2 seed Boca Beach Boys. What a win they had! 7-6 win
That
today.
one from Tanu skied up foul territory right side. Coming on is the first baseman. And that is Josh Ramos to make the catch, getting Henry Ortiz out of the inning. And we're going to head to the bottom half of the second inning. Blazers lead at 1-0. Do not let injuries slow you down. MD now has over 110 locations across the state of Florida and centers in 20 different states. You will get the best care from our award-winning physicians to get you back on your feet, whether it's a fastball to the head or an injury that comes your way. When you need help, you want MD's Now, consistent and fast care. Thank you to MD Now for taking care of the SFCBL athletes and families. And we're back on the SFCBL network. Bottom half of the second inning. 5-6-7 in the Blazers lineup against Adrian Quinones, the left-hander. Santiago Carriles up to the plate, and Carriles hitting .250, 7 RBIs, 8 hits, and 32 at-bats for the catcher. Quinones looking to keep the deficit right here at 1-0 as he wheels and deals. The pitch is fouled into the dirt for strike 1.
Well, the wind is blowing out to left center field. That's a good sign for the righties that come up to the plate so they can get one over that green monster, the mini green monster in left field. I can't call it the actual green monster because this is not the actual Fenway Park. It's Little Fenway.
And second pitch from Quinones in there for strike 2 on Carriles from Miami, Florida, plays at USF, the University of South Florida. The 0-2 from Quinones is smothered in the dirt by Morehouse and a 1-2 count.
Obviously, Hunter Ray used some of that wind to blow out to center field, hit that home run to right center field. There's a pretty big and high fence in center field. Obviously, this is one of the most unique dimensions of
Yes,
any
it is.
SFCBL stadium.
Yes, it is. The pitch from Quinones is hit on the ground to second base to Tanis, who fields, throws over to first for out number 1. So now that brings up Josh Ramos. Ramos, the first baseman. And Josh Ramos from Northwestern, from Palm Beach, Florida, hitting .321 on the season and 56 at-bats. So a good season from the first baseman / catcher as Quinones deals. The pitch, breaking ball hits Ramos in the back, and he's on with a 1-out hit by pitch.
Oh, Chris, we've seen a lot of hit by pitches already in this game.
We've seen 3 so far just this inning. And so that'll bring up Cole Lasher, the extra hitter.
Now batting the extra hitter,
And Lasher from Florida Gulf Coast.
Asher.
Looking to come through here. Hitting .283, has a homer and 18 RBIs. So a solid season from the outfielder. The pitch from Quinones bounces up there. Good stop by Morehouse. And a 1-0 count.
Well, the Diamond Dogs sit one game above 500 at 21-20, but that doesn't matter. Everything that happened this regular season doesn't matter. They're up to this point, and now they got to win, stay alive this season.
Pitch from Quinones misses down low for ball 2. And certainly right, Isaac. It's 0-0 record now. Although the team has a higher seed, it doesn't mean anything. It's one game elimination. So anybody's game. The pitch from Quinones misses for ball 3. And now Lasher looking to get on base. So 3-0 count on the 7-hole hitter in this Blazers lineup. Quinones checks on Ramos at first, just keeping him close. And the Blazers last year, they lost the championship to the Snappers. So they're on a revenge tour here, the 2 seed into South, and looking to get back to that championship and get over that hill this time.
Yeah, it's funny you say that. I was talking about one of the Beach Boys players, Parks Fucci, who was on that team last year.
As that one's in there for strike 1 on a 3-1 count.
11 stitches after being hit by a pitch in the SFCBL championship game. I said it would have been nice if you at least won it, but
would have been a nice consolation. Unfortunately, not how it went. The 3-1 from Quinones is chopped to Gath at second, off of his glove, allowing Ramos to reach second. Lasher is on, and first and second, 1 out by way of the Nick April Gath E6.
Now batting for the Blazers, the left fielder from Towson University, Cole Stefano.
So now Cole Stefano from Towson University, the senior from Boynton Beach. The left fielder in today's game hitting .275, 17 RBIs, 25 hits and 91 at-bats. And Stefano up here with a runner in scoring position and 1 out.
Good chance for the Blazers to extend that early 1-0 lead.
The lefty-lefty matchup. Quinones winds and deals the pitch. Blocked by Morehouse. 1-0 count. So Stefano in the driver's seat here. Gonna get on. Pickoff move at second. And they got Ramos snapping for out number 2. Certainly don't want to make that mistake right there, Isaac.
What a pickoff move from Quinones. I don't want to give him all the credit because that was a pretty big lead at second base from Josh Ramos, but he was like a ghost out there on the pitcher's mound. So quick, so fast, no one saw that coming.
So the 1-0 to Stefano is in the dirt for ball 2. And now 2 outs and just a runner on first and Cole Lasher.
Look, in playoff games like this where it's one and done, right? If you win, you advance, you lose, you're done. Those are huge moments. But Quinones made it look easy.
Yes, he did. The 2-0 pitch to Stefano is chopped in front of the mound. Quinones flips to first for out number 3. And Quinones works around some trouble with the help of himself on the pickoff move.
And that ground out, too.
And that ground out. So we're going to head to the top half of the 3rd inning. The Blazers leading it 1-0. Get your baseball gear to the SFCBL Mizuno storefront located on the homepage of the SFCBL website. You can find Mizuno wooden bats, gloves, batting gloves, and catcher's gear at a discount rate. Mizuno has the best baseball equipment in the game, and make sure you take advantage of this special offer.
welcome back to Little Fenway for some SFCBL playoff action. Isaac Edelman alongside Chris Talt. It is the top of the third inning. The Blazers lead 1-0. It's the top of the order due up the 1, 2, and 3 hitters, starting with Nathan Bell, who flew out to center field in his first at bat. Bell lays out the bunt. This is a beauty, and he's going to beat out the throw from the catcher, Santiago Carrillas. So a good start to the third. A leadoff single on the bunt from Nathan Bell. How about that?
Playing the true leadoff man. And Bell covered his game yesterday. He hit a home run in that one, so showing all the dimensions of his game.
Yeah, but definitely showing off that speed as leadoff guys should. And now here's the power hitter who walked in his first at bat, Nick Gath, the shortstop.
Gath putting together a great season from the shortstop position.
Pitch from Ortiz in there for a strike, 0-1. That was Henry Ortiz's second hit allowed on the day.
The other hit was
his first strikeout.
The other hit was the first inning single from Rosenthal.
Bell on first. Check it on him. We know he's speedy. We just saw that on the bunt.
Definitely a threat to go.
And I'm sure Ortiz wants to have a nice pickoff move like Quinones had last inning. The next pitch, and there he goes. Bell is running, and he's going to be thrown out. Wow, what a throw from Santiago Carrillas. And that's out number 1. A good job by the Blazers erasing a base runner.
So now both teams trading outs on the base path each of the last half innings.
Well, the count's still 0-2 to Nick Gath. That misses in the dirt, 1-2. Well, Chris, I know I just had a nice playoff game, but
hopefully we can get some more of that here.
How important is it to just strike early on in this game? I said the no pun intended joke in my game because the Lightning were playing, but there's no Lightning team on this field, but it's still important to strike early, right?
Certainly set the tone. It's the start of a new season. Both teams are going to come in with excitement.
Yeah.
So you want to keep that excitement rolling and build it with the momentum early.
And it's not like the regular season doesn't matter, right? Not every team makes the playoffs, so you got to be a 2 or 3 seed to be playing in this game. But everything that has happened, it doesn't matter in terms of it's a new start, right? Every game now gets you to that SFCBL championship trophy. If you want a ring, you got to win this game. If you don't win this game, the season's over. And for these guys that are looking to transfer, guys that are looking for film, it's important to be out there on the field and at the plate.
It definitely is.
That's a swing and a miss. How about Henry Ortiz getting his first strikeout of the day? And that's out number 2.
And also striking out a good hitter in April Gath as well.
Most definitely. So with 2 outs, here comes the left fielder, Liam Ebbs.
I'm adding the left fielder.
And yesterday, Liam Ebbs played left field. The wind was howling out to left field, taking everything into foul territory. And Ebbs probably ran at least a mile out there as everything tailed away from him in the field.
Yeah.
And he made some nice plays out there yesterday.
Ebbs is from Atlanta. Atlanta's been busy with all this sports going on. They just had the MLB All-Star game. That's fouled off down the left field line.
Well, I don't know about you, Isaac, but I certainly think the All-Star game is, for baseball, home run derby, all of it, it's always a success for baseball.
It was so good that they're even considering replacing the extra inning rule with the swing off.
Now, I hope that doesn't happen. I think you'd see a whole uproar from that, but we'll see what happens.
Well, a lot of baseball fans don't like change. That would definitely be a change. A swing off at the end of a game.
Certainly would be.
Here's the next pitch to Ebbs. That's a high pop-up in foul territory. We'll see who goes after that one. It's the catcher making a diving catch. He held on to it. Santiago Carrillas getting it done.
Have an inning, Carrillas.
Yes.
Throwing out a runner and making that diving catch.
How about that? So we head to the bottom of the third. Your score, the Blazers still lead 1-0 here on the SFCBL YouTube page.
Signs, t-shirts, hats, and more. Delray's finest signs and graphics has you covered for your special events. DFS provides the SFCBL with banners, team merchandise, and more for our opening day, All-Star Game, playoffs, and all of our big events, and they will do the same for you. Lola and her team, located in the heart of the Palm Beach community, will have your design and graphic needs met. For all your design needs, go to dfsgraphics.com.
Isaac Edelman here at Chris Talt, back for the bottom of the third. The Boca Raton Blazers lead the Coconut Creek Diamond Ducks 1-0, and the third baseman, Brent Smith, is set to come up. It's the 9, 10, and 1 hitters due up for the Blazers this inning.
And Brent Smith and Maxine Bois, who's on deck, looking to turn it over to the top and get this thing rolling with a 1-0 lead.
Yep, and Adrian Quinones back for his third inning of work. Like I said, gave up at home run to Hunter Ray to deep right center field. But besides that, he's been efficient.
If you're going to give up a home run, you want it to be a solo home run.
Yes.
Those don't kill you.
Exactly. Well, we'll see what happens this inning. Brent Smith hitting .293 on the season. No home runs, but 10 RBIs. This is a grounder to the shortstop. He's going to have to make a tough play, and he got him. Out number one. A good play by the shortstop, Nick Abel-Gath.
And Gath showing some good range there, ranging to his right.
So here's the 10 hitter. The shortstop from Kentucky, Maxine Boyce. And he's hitting .261 on the season. No home runs, 12 RBIs. One of the SEC guys in this league.
Certainly going to be playing some big baseball at Kentucky, that's for sure.
So at 1 out, we got a lefty-lefty matchup here. First pitch of this at-bat, fouled back, 0-1.
1-1.
One.
And Maxine Bois having a good season. Sort of, I would think in this line of viewed as the double leadoff man, turning it over to the top.
From Quebec, Canada. How about that? Probably. I don't even have to do the research. Probably the only guy from Quebec in this league, maybe even Canada.
I believe yesterday when I was doing a game, there was someone on one of the teams from Canada. Don't think it was Quebec, but I might have to check that one out right now.
Well, makes it even more impressive.
Yeah, there is. There's an outfielder on the Diamond Ducks. Joe Mosel plays at Fordham from Oakville, Ontario.
This is a ground ball, and it's going to not get through the hole, but that's a tough throw from the second baseman, Gabe Tanous. And with 1 out, there's 1 on, and we head back to the top of the order for the Blazers.
And Grayson Carpenter, 0 for 1, flew out to center his first at bat. The first 2 outs of the game. The first 2 outs of the game were to center field, and then the home run was hit out to center, and maybe thought that Bell would get the 3 outs, but it was over his head and into the bleachers for a home run.
So with 1 out and 1 on, here's the leadoff hitter, Grayson Carpenter, who flew out to center field in his first at bat. Carpenter goes to the University of Dayton. He's from Fort Myers, Florida. Swings. That's a deep fly ball into center field, but right into the glove of the center fielder, Nathan Bell. And quickly, there's 2 outs here in the third inning.
Quinones has been pitching to contact this last inning or so, and really want to get those quick outs, keep them in the game, keep the defense rolling, We've seen some good plays up the middle from Gath and Tanus, although Tanus couldn't get the throw off in time. Difficult play. And Bell has a diving play out in center field already in this game. So defense is showing itself for the Diamond Ducks.
Yeah, absolutely. Here's the next pitch from Quinones. Just low. I'll tell you what, this game's going by fast. We're almost through 3 full innings.
Now, I wonder if that'll give us the announcer's jinx.
We shall see. It's a high pop up. Out of play behind home plate. Oh, Cloud has been one of the best hitters in the SFCBL, as I'm sure you mentioned. 377 average, 5 home runs, 28 RBIs.
One of the top players in this season. So, in the regular season, in the SFCBL, the 5 homers tied at the top of the league.
Yeah.
And a 377 batting average tied for 4th, which extremely good. And the RBIs too. He's 3rd in RBIs with 28 of them. So quite the season from Caden Cloud, also committed to Kentucky.
Here's the next pitch from Quinones in the dirt. But good job by the catcher, Aiden Mackhouse, keeping that in front of him. I'll tell you what, Eddie Marshall from the Palm Beach Extreme must be upset. He would have got the Triple Crown if it wasn't for Nico Benestad, who I believe had a 407 average, 405. But regardless, he took away that average title from him.
And coming down to the last days, too.
Yeah, that's in the dirt. This time it gets past the catcher, Morehouse. And Maxine Wild is going to advance to second base. So with 2 outs, there's now a runner in scoring position. Caden Cloud still up to the plate.
Now with that runner in scoring position, looking to make Quinones pay for the wild pitch.
Righty-lefty matchup here. Here's the pitch to the righty, Cloud. High, and that's a walk. So now runners on first and second with 2 outs. A chance for Hunter Ray to have some 2-out magic here, and we know what he did in that first at-bat.
Hunter Ray hit it just to the right of the batter's eye in center field.
Quick mound visit here. The Ducks coaching staff going out to Adrian Quinones. Smart move here. Obviously, the first time facing Ray didn't go well. And that time, as you said, it was a solo home run. Now there's 2 guys on base, so you can't afford to give up a home run with guys on base. They're already down 1-0.
Certainly can hear big at bat coming in this game. The early parts of this one, too.
So here's Hunter Ray, who hit his 2nd home run of the season. Hitting 282 with 22 RBIs. This is a potential RBI opportunity right here in this at-bat, but it's a lefty-lefty matchup, which usually favors the pitcher. But you don't know what could happen here with Ray. First pitch didn't go there. 1-0.
Ray doing a good job of holding up on that one.
So Cloud on first, Waugh on second. Blazers already up 1-0. Want to provide some extra cushioning for their pitcher, Henry Ortiz. That pitch drops. 2-0. You don't want to load the bases up for the cleanup hitter, Matty Counts. So big at bat here. Quinones surely trying to get out of this inning right here. Ray with a high pop-up, headed down the left field line, in foul territory, and out of play. So the count's 2-1. Remember, this is the 2-seeded Boca Raton Blazers versus the 3-seeded Coconut Creek Diamond Ducks here at Little Fenway in Delray Beach.
That winner gets the Snappers tomorrow afternoon.
Yes, and that'll be at Bert Aronson Park out there in West Boca. Here's the 2-1 pitch from Quinones to the batter, Hunter Ray. 1 for 1 today with the home run. We'll see what happens right here. Ray with a high pop up into deep right center field. Could this go again? No, it's not. Catching that at the wall, at the warning track, is the center fielder Nathan Bell. Wow, that was close to getting out of the yard for the second time.
Bell's seen a lot of action out there.
So the Blazers strand 2. We head to the top of the 4th. The Blazers still up 1-0.
The law offices of Sala Ostrita Cox offers their clients the best experiences in areas of securities enforcement, regulation, arbitration, and litigation. James Sala and his team of expert attorneys provide individualized attention with your white-collar crime cases. SAC has law offices available in Boca Raton, as well as New Jersey and New York. Call 561-989-9080. Again, that is 561-989-9080 for consultation today. Sala Ostrita Cox, your go-to representation for white-collar cases.
Welcome back into the broadcast here on the SFCBL YouTube page. Isaac Edelman still alongside Chris Talt, and the Blazers still lead 1-0. So it's the top of the 4th. The 4, 5, and 6 hitters due up for the Ducks, starting with the first baseman, Braden Rosenthal.
Then Rosenthal, 1 for 1, had a single in the first for this Diamond Ducks team.
Then was caught stealing. Or sorry, it's a fielder's choice.
Fielder's choice, yep.
Swings at the first pitch, fouls it off down the right field line. A good scoop by the first base coach for the Diamond Ducks.
Every time you're on a team and you see your coach make a play on the bases like that, you always get a little happy.
I would say flashing the leather, so instead flashing the hand. Slow one in the dirt. The wind's blowing out to left field now. Looks to be strong. That's a liner up the middle, and that's going to fall in for a hit. So a leadoff single for Braden Rosenthal to begin the 4th inning.
And Rosenthal, 2 for 2. Both hits of the game for the Diamond Ducks belong to him. Actually, that's the 3rd hit of the game. Bell had the other one, an infield hit, an infield bunt. And Rosenthal, 2 for 2. 2 of the 3 hits for these Diamond Ducks.
So here's Austin Birch, who goes to Southwest Illinois College from Plantation, Florida. Not too far away. Rosenthal's going, but that was fouled off. Potentially a hit and run right there.
Looked like it was. And Rosenthal, too, at first. The big frame, 6'4", 205, getting on the move there.
Yeah, not a bad decision. The Diamond Ducks trying to get runners in scoring position. They're only down by 1, and it's only the 4th inning, but you could always show some urgency. It's never too early to show some urgency.
Force the envelope and make the defense play perfect.
Yeah, that's high and inside. Rosenthal wasn't going on that pitch. One of the cool things, Chris, about the playoffs is you have 3 umpires. All season it's 2. This time there's 3.
So you get an extra couple of eyes out there for the field. Certainly helps. Rosenthal jumped in the direction of second base and got back in time.
Cordy's seen a few pickoffs attempted so far, but Quinona is the only guy that successfully got someone out. Ortiz could try. This is not the MLB where you can only try a maximum 3 times. And by the way, when I say a maximum 3 times, usually after you've tried second, you don't go a 3rd time unless you're guaranteed to get the guy out.
And I don't think I've seen anyone go over the 3rd time since that rule came into effect.
Exactly. So that rule is working. It's obviously doing what they're trying to do and speed up the game of baseball. But I don't know if you agree with me, Chris. It's almost too fast now.
especially when you're at the stadium
Yes.
and you go to get food from a concession stand and you miss an inning of the game and you're like, where'd all the time go?
Next pitch to Birch. High and in again. You're absolutely right about that, especially if you're going to like a Yankees game or Dodgers game where the tickets are really expensive. And the food's usually just as expensive as well.
Exactly.
Ortiz checking on the runner again, but Rosenthal didn't even have to dive back. He's in there easily.
And Ortiz, league leader in wins, 7 of them this season.
Next pitch. Birch with a high pop up. And right under it, making the catch, is the first baseman, Josh Ramos. And that's out number 1, and Brady and Rosenthal is still at first.
Now batting right fielder from Palm Beach Atlantic University, Aaron Vetter.
So here's the right fielder from PBA in West Palm. Aaron Vetter was hit by a pitch and stole a base in his first at bat, which came in the second inning. Ortiz checking on Rosenthal again at first base. Guess they're trying to scare him, Chris, because he really doesn't have a big lead anymore.
Yeah, every time he's gone back in standing.
Yeah. Rosenthal staying put. That pitch is in the dirt. 1-0. Well, if you're going to pull out some tricks, you got to pull them out here, because if you lose, you don't have any more opportunities to pull them out. This time Rosenthal is going. That's a high fly ball into left center field. This is going to be off the green. Munster in left field. Rosenthal is going to stop at third, and that's a stand-up double for Aaron Vetter. How about that? The Green Munster in left field getting some action. And now there's 2 runners in scoring position
And
for
a good piece from Vetter to get it out there and set up the Diamond Ducks here with a big opportunity, their first huge opportunity in this game.
Yeah, Aaron Orozco, a hit could bring in 2 runs and give the Ducks their first lead of the game. We'll see how Henry Ortiz bounces back from this, but great contact from Vetter.
I think if you're the Blazers here, you're willing to give up a run, get the out, and before any other big damage can come through, just get the out, get the 2 outs, and then you're an out away from getting out of this jam.
First pitch is low. There's the 1-0 pitch. 2 runners in scoring position. It's high, 2-0. It's important for the Ducks, especially in a situation like this with runners on second and third, to get ahead in the count. Force Ortiz to throw a pitch he doesn't want to throw. A good job by Orozco laying off of that. It's now 3-0. So,
and if you're Henry Ortiz here, it wouldn't be the worst thing if you were to walk Orozco here, because it would set the force up at every base. And second and third, certainly a tougher situation.
We'll see if
to
the
get all those outs.
That's a good pitch, 2-1. I was going to say, we'll see if the UNC Charlotte product has the green light. No, he doesn't, but maybe a chance to swing here. It's a 3-1 count. Rosenthal on third. He reached base on a single, and Vetter on second after that double off the Green Munster. Big pitch here. The 3-1 pitch to Orozco. Inside, the bases are loaded. And here comes the catcher, Aiden Morehouse.
Now batting, catcher from Eastern New Mexico.
There's just 1 out, Chris.
Morehouse.
Big opportunity for the Diamond Ducks, and Morehouse yesterday hit a grand slam.
Wow. Okay, so maybe we'll see back-to-back days with the grand slam for the Eastern New Mexico University product, who's from Dawson, Texas. They say everything's big in Texas, so we'll see if we can see a big fly, Chris.
And the Green Monster out there in left field.
Definitely a big wall. First pitch, slider. Lost control. Outside, 1-0. Not seeing a lot of strikes this inning from Henry Ortiz.
His second walk allowed in the game to Orozco, and he has also hit 2 batters. So
here's the next pitch to Morehouse with the bases juiced. That goes out of play. So Rosenthal's on third, Vetter's on second, Orozco's on first. The Blazers are up 1-0, but we could potentially see the tide change right here in this inning. The top of the fourth.
And if you're Ortiz here, you're the Blazers ace. You've gotten to this point in the season, 7-0 record. They're going to put their faith in their guy to get him out of this inning.
The next pitch to Morehouse. Good pitch there, got him looking. And you mentioned that they're going to rely on him, but it's also not a bad idea to use starters out of the bullpen. We saw that happen with the Beach Boys and Delray Beach Lightning earlier today. It could be the last game of the season, so don't worry about tomorrow. Worry about this game right here. You got to win. The bases are still loaded. There's just one out. The Blazers lead 1-0. Here's the next pitch from Henry Ortiz to Aiden Morehouse. Low in the dirt. Good job by the catcher, Santiago Carrillas, keeping that in front of him.
A very good job by Carrillas. Needs to be a wall back there. And doing a good job.
The count's 2-2. We'll see what Ortiz goes with here. Maybe we'll get him chasing. The 2-2 pitch from Ortiz to Morehouse with the bases loaded. Swing and a miss. A huge strikeout from Henry Ortiz, and there's two away. The bases are still loaded. Here comes Nicholas Corse.
And the second strikeout of the game for Henry Ortiz.
That's a big strikeout. Now it's up to Nick Corse.
Corse 0 for 1. Flew out to left his first at-bat.
Chance to get the Diamond Ducks on the board for the first time today. Rosenthal still on third. Vetter still on second. Orozco on first. Ready matchup here. Ortiz trying to settle in after a rough start to the inning. That slider's in there for a strike. Good movement there.
Having faith in his breaking balls here with the bases loaded and no place to put Corse, too.
Corse from Parkland, Florida, not too far away. Goes to Pasco Hernando State College. 2 outs. The bases are loaded. That's a ground ball to the shortstop, and he's going to get the lead runner at second for out number 3. So heads up play from Maxine Waugh, and the Blazers strand 3. Henry Ortiz getting it done. He preserves that 1-0 lead.
The law offices of Thompson & Thomas will fight for you to get the compensation you deserve. Vehicle accidents, personal injury, real estate workers' compensation, and more. Thompson & Thomas will have you covered. Thompson & Thomas will fight for you like family, treating your case with the specialized care we would want for our own. For top-level and caring attorneys, Thompson & Thomas has you covered. For a free consultation today, go to tntlegal.com. Again, that is tntlegal.com.
Well, welcome back to the SFCBL YouTube channel. SFCBL playoff action. We resume. It's the bottom of the fourth. The Blazers still up 1-0. I'm alongside Chris Talk. Chris, how big of a job did Henry Ortiz do on the mound? There was 1 out. The bases were loaded, and they stranded all 3 runs.
He did the job that he's been doing all season long. Again, the ace of this team, showing that he's the ace of this team. And really, this season, if you look at it, he might be the best starting pitcher in this league.
Yeah, well, the wins definitely show that. So the 4, 5, and 6 hitters do up this inning. The starter for the Diamond Ducks, Adrian Quinones, back for his 4th inning of work. Counts grounded out to shortstop in his last at bat. Gets the outside part of the plate. Counts goes to USF, a sophomore from Apollo Beach, Florida. Swing and a miss from Counts. What have you seen from Adrian Quinones so far, Chris?
Well, he's really been attacking the zone. Only 2 walks, a hit by pitch, which I believe was the first pitch of the at bat, and then 1 walk other than that. So he's been around the zone, making the Blazers swing at pitches and doing a relatively good job of that. Only the 1 run on a home run. And other than that, just 1 other hit. So good job so far from Quinones.
It's fouled back again. Counts staying alive in the count. That rhymed. Counts staying alive in the count. I like that.
And all you can really ask for if you're this Diamond Ducks team, Quinones just keeping his team in the game and giving his offense a shot.
Yeah, well, the Blazers are trying to extend their 1-run lead. This might certainly help, or it won't. Lined right to the shortstop, Nick Aprilgath, and there's 1 away here in the 4th inning.
And after the regular season, the Diamond Ducks finished the regular season on a 4-game winning streak, beating the South Division champs, the Snappers, yesterday 10-1, dominant win. Certainly that has to feel as a confidence boost heading into this game, although they trail 1-0.
Yeah, but it's good to be playing the best baseball, best part of the season. 4 straight wins, by the way, Chris, so they're settling in at the perfect time, the playoffs, but they're down 1-0, you're right. This is grounded to the third baseman, Nicholas Course. He has plenty of time, makes the throw across the diamond. 2 quick outs for Quinones here in the 4th inning, and here's the first baseman, Josh Ramos.
Ramos hit by a pitch in his first at bat.
Ramos goes to Northwestern University. Sophomore, Palm Beach, Florida. Swings at the first pitch and misses.
You notice he already has the purple gloves, the white and purple gloves, and the purple arm guard. So ready to go to Northwestern for the Wildcats.
Yeah, and they have a beautiful campus up there. Another swing and a miss. So Quinones quickly ahead in the count. 0-2. I don't know if you did you happen to see that football facility on the water up there at Northwestern?
It's gonna be interesting once it gets really cold. That's for sure.
Oh, a good pitch. Almost got him looking. So the count's 1-2. There's 2 outs, no one on base. And a swing and a miss. A 1-2-3 inning for Quinones as he gets his first strikeout of the day. Well, we head to the top of the 5th here at Little Fenway.
There's nothing better than leaving the ballpark to get some cold beers, hot chicken wings, and great times with friends and family. The Duck Tavern has been whipping it up for the South Florida community for years and is now the official local restaurant of the SFCBL. We aren't sure what's more impressive, the 110 different beers from around the world or the 20% off that all SFCBL athletes, staff, and family get at the Duck all season long. Located at 5901 North Federal Highway, come on in for good food and good vibes at the Duck Tavern. And we're back on the SFCBL Network. Crystal Isaac Edelman here for coverage of Game 2 of the playoffs today. This one, the first game in the South Division, the 2-3 matchup. And leading things off here in the top half of the 5th is Gabe Tanaus, the second baseman, 0-for-1 with a pop-out. His first time up.
Well, the Diamond Ducks still have plenty of time. It's only the 5th inning. They just need to score 1 run, but You never know when the momentum will change. Right now, this game has found no momentum with anybody, so that's the good thing for the Ducks.
Ortiz deals Tanner squares, bunts down the third base line. That ball just sneaks foul. Good bunt from Tannis, just rolled foul last second.
Not a bad idea. The top of the orders due up this inning, so
we already saw that once. To lead off the third, Nathan Bell laid down a beautiful bunt, got on base. So the Diamond Ducks certainly not afraid to play some small ball here. And Tannis from Central Connecticut. Ortiz wheels and deals the 0-1. That pitch is in there for strike 2.
Beautiful movement on that slider. And despite a tough last inning, I mean, he stranded 3 runners, but I'd expect him to find his groove now.
The 0-2 bounces up there for ball 1. Tannis lays off. And looking to get on for the top of the lineup, and Nathan Bell, who waits on deck. The 1-2 from Ortiz is hit up the middle and just out of the reach of the diving shortstop Maxine Bois and into center field for leadoff single in the 5th.
Now batting for Coconut Creek, the center fielder from second.
Good attempt by the Blazers shortstop, Maxine Waugh. Went full extension, but just passed his glove.
And now that brings up Nathan Bell on the top of this Diamond Ducks lineup. Bell 1 for 2, single and a flyout. And Bell also possesses some power, has 2 homers on the season. Ortiz winds and deals the breaking ball. Bell moves out of the way and a 1-0 count.
Well, we see Bell laying out the bunt for the second straight at bat, huh?
I mean, speed on first and speed at the plate. So if you do that, it'll be a challenge to get both runners, if not even just one. Action in the Blazers bullpen as well. The pitch is in there for strike 1. Bell squared but pulled back. And a 1-1 count.
But something the Diamond Ducks are also going to want to think about soon is how they could chase Henry Ortiz out of the game, get his pitch count up. Obviously, he gave up no runs last inning, but a lot of traffic on the base paths.
The pitch from Ortiz is upstairs, laid up by Bell, and now a 2-1 count.
Anytime you could get to a team's bullpen, chase the starter out of the game, you're in luck, right? Because then sometimes things go haywire when you get to that bullpen.
Certainly do. The pitch from Ortiz is cut on and missed. Foul tipped for strike 2. Now a 2-2 count here. Ortiz looking for the put-away pitch of Bell. And Tanu's still on first. The 2-2 pitch is laced into left field down the line. That's going to drop in. Tanu's hustling around second. That ball's going all the way to the monster. And a double for Bell. Second and third. Nobody out for the Diamond Ducks.
Great hitting by Nathan Bell. Waiting for his pitch. Getting out in front of that. Hitting it down the line. But this is where we're going to see what is going to happen in this game. Are the Diamond Ducks going to get the runners in scoring position home for the second straight inning? They have runners on second and third.
And exactly who you want up here. Nick April Gath for this Diamond Ducks team. Gath, 362 batting average, 5th in the SFCBL, and he puts the ball in play quite often. He is 0 for 1 with the strikeout in this one. And the Blazers on defense looking like they're going to bring corners to the edge of the grass. Middle playing back. Gath squares, pops up the bunt, foul. Luckily, no one got to it. And now down 0-1 here.
Big at bat here. Your meat of the order is coming up
against the ace of this Blazers team and Henry Ortiz.
But there's
so
no
certainly
outs.
Has to earn it here.
Yeah, there's no outs. He's going to have to fight back. But he did it last inning.
The 0-1 to April Gath is a breaking ball that's dropped in there for strike 2. And now in the driver's seat on the Diamond Ducks shortstop.
Yep. And Ortiz up to 2 strikeouts on the day is going to want to get swing and misses here because a pop fly could score a run.
And if
tie this game up.
That's what you're looking for. You're looking to get a run in here, tie up this ball game, and go from there. You don't need the big swing right now.
Yeah, just put a bat on that ball.
When you put the ball in play, good things tend to happen. So an 0-2 count on Gath. The pitch from Ortiz is flown out into center field, deep center field. That ball's going back towards the monster, and the leaping catch made by Carpenter. That's going to get a run in there, and a heads-up play from Carpenter. Let me tell you, came right up, shooting to third. A run's in, tying this game at 1.
That was hit more than deep enough to score.
And now that brings up the left fielder, Liam Ebbs. Ebbs 0 for 2. Again, heads-up play by Carpenter, throwing to third, keeping Bell at second. And before that, we're going to get a mound visit. Not sure if this is it for Ortiz or not.
Well, nonetheless, that's out number 1 for Henry Ortiz and the Blazers.
How do you go about this now? The 3-hitter Liam Ebbs up to the plate, and Ebbs, the lefty hitter. You had a lefty warming up in the bullpen, but right now it looks like they're keeping Ortiz in this game.
Well, the Blazers actually got away with a break here. Nathan Bell thought that was hit so hard that it would fall in for a base hit. He was rounding second base, so he had to run back to second. That was deep enough where he could have moved up a base from second to third. So that's the good thing for the Blazers. There's now 1 out, just a runner on second. But again, Ortiz needs to find his rhythms. Been a bit shaky this inning and last inning.
So a 1-1 ball game here in the 5th. The Diamond Ducks looking to take a lead here. Man in scoring position is Nathan Bell. And only 1 gone here in the 5th. Liam Ebbs, the left fielder, steps into the box against Henry Ortiz. Ortiz kicks and deals the pitch outside into the backstop. Bell advancing to third. And now Ebbs, all he has to do is hit a sac fly to get a ball in.
Well, Bell didn't advance on that sac fly previously to deep center field, but that's okay because Henry Ortiz threw one by the catcher, and now he's at third base. We'll see what Liam Ebbs could do to drive him in and give the Diamond Ducks their first lead of the day.
So a 1-0 count on Liam Ebbs. The Blazers bring the infield in. The pitch from Ortiz is a breaking ball that's in there for strike 1, evening up this count at 1 apiece.
Oh, that was Ebbs' pitch, especially being a lefty against a righty. He saw that, but just laid off. Great movement on that pitch from Ortiz.
Ortiz winds and deals the pitch. There's a fastball that misses just outside. Good eye from Ebbs, and now a 2-1 count.
Well, if Ebbs reaches, Braden Rosenthal will be up next. Another guy you want up at the plate.
And the infield is in here. The pitch from Ortiz. Misses for ball 3, and now a 3-1 count, in danger of losing Ebbs, with Rosenthal waiting on deck. We'll see how long the leash is for Ortiz if he can't manage to get the outs here, because in the playoffs, the leash on the starting pitchers, any pitcher really, is shorter, as Ebbs takes a big hack and misses at that one, even putting it to a full count.
That's a big pitch, getting him back in this count. It was a batter's count. But now, we'll see what happens. Full count, 3-2.
So full count, 1 out. Bell on third. The pitch from Ortiz is a breaking ball outside for ball 4. Runners on the corners for the Diamond Ducks. And now Braden Rosenthal, the first baseman.
Well, that might do it for Henry Ortiz. We might have a pitching change. He lost him there. Full count. Tough to see. There's now runners on the corners. Still just 1 out.
Now it looks like they are going to make a pitching change. So Henry Ortiz out of the game. The runners on first and third. His responsibility. And new pitcher into the game for this Blazers team is number 29, Caden Hartunian from Dyersburg State Community College. Hartunian comes in 21 2/3 innings pitched, 5.81 ERA in 11 games. 1 save on the year last time out against the Snappers on July 15th. Went 2 innings, 1 strikeout, didn't allow a hit. So we're going to take a quick break right here as Hartunian warms up on the SFCBL network. And we're back on the SFCBL network. Hartunian's warm-up is done. And he's on to face the lefty, Raton Rosenthal, the first baseman, 2 for 2, 2 singles. Rosenthal squares, and that one goes foul.
Well, the Diamond Ducks already scored a run this inning to tie this game at 1. Looking to do more damage. Nathan Bell's on third. Liam Ebbs is on first. Just one out.
So Rosenthal looking to come through here. Already 2 hits on the day. The 0-1 pitch from Hartunian is skied out to deep right field. Right fielder under it. Makes a catch. Bell tags. The throw is not in time, and the Diamond Ducks lead 2-1.
There it is. Another sacrifice fly this inning. The Ducks are getting the bat on the baseball. That's all they needed to do with runners in scoring position.
So a 2-1 Diamond Ducks lead now. Austin Birch, the designated hitter, coming to bat. And Birch 0 for 2 in this one.
Well, Ebbs is still on first. There's 2 outs. And as you said, Austin Birch is coming to the plate. Righty-lefty matchup. The new pitcher, Caden Hartunian, the lefty.
Hartunian wheels and deals the pitch. It's a fastball in there for strike 1. And 2 gone here in the top half of the 5th for the Diamond Ducks up to bat. Both runs came across this inning.
Hartunian has 27 strikeouts this season in 21 innings.
The 0-1 misses just a bit outside in a 1-1 count. More action in this Blazers bullpen. Hartunian deals the runner off and going. The throw is high. The throw to second is not in time. And a stolen base for Ebbs. So runner in scoring position. Not sure who's warming up yet in the Blazers bullpen. That looks like Noah Greenside from the University of Notre Dame. As Hartunian deals, the pitch is outside on Birch.
Hartunian had a great last outing against, well, guess who? The number 1 seed in the South, the West Boca Snappers. Pitched 2 innings, gave up no hits, faced 6 batters, 6 up, 6 down.
So 3-1 count on Birch. The pitch is in there for strike 2. Birch started jogging down to first and now has to head back to home plate.
This is the first time Hartunian is pitching against the Diamond Ducks this season.
And looking for the out here. Full count. 2 outs. Runner on second. The payoff pitch from Hartunian is cut on and missed for strike 3. Birch downswing, but not before 2 runs come in on 2 hits. 1 man left on base. And we're going to head to the bottom half of the 5th inning. The Diamond Ducks now lead it 2-1. Homeowners of South Florida, the 5 boroughs of New York and New Jersey, we have the one-stop shop for all of our home remodeling needs. GM&O Construction. GM&O specializes in kitchens, bathrooms, complete remodels, and now home construction. Call 973-315-7411 for a free quote today. GM&O Construction, proud partner of the SFCBL. And we're back on the SFCBL network here. Bottom half of the 5th, the Blazers down 2-1. Adrian Quinones on for his 5th inning of work against Cold Lasher, the EH. First pitch to Lasher is cut on and missed for strike one.
Well, for the first time today, the Blazers now playing from behind, down 2-1. We'll see how they take it.
Quinones wheels and deals to Lasher. That one skied out into left field. Under it is Ebbs for out number one. A quick out for Quinones, looking to keep those going here. 2 pitches, 1 out. And now Cole Stefano, the left fielder. Stefano grounded out right back to Quinones in his first at bat. So 0 for 1 so far for the 8-hole hitter in this Blazers lineup. Quinones deals to lefty Stefano, who takes first pitch fastball for strike one. The 0-1 pitch to Stefano bounces up there for ball one. Blazers looking to get back even with this Diamond Ducks team trailing 2-1. 2 runs scored in the top half for the Diamond Ducks. The pitch from Quinones is swung on and missed for strike two.
So because Quinones is on the Diamond Ducks, the away team, that means he pitches in the bottom half of the inning. He's pitching for the first time today with some cushioning, a 1-run lead. Definitely some pressure taken off of him.
Breaking ball hit by Stefano, flown out to left center field. Under it is Ebbs again for out number two.
Ebbs getting some action out there in left field.
Now that brings up the third baseman, Brent Smith, 0 for 1, grounded out to short in his first at bat. And if there were to be another fly ball out to Ebbs and left, he would tie a record held by many for outs recorded in an inning.
Yep, 3 outs.
Quinones steals the pitch to Smith, is in there for strike one.
One of the best jokes I've heard all day, Chris.
The 0-1 from Adrian Quinones, the lefty, is low for ball one, evening up this count at 1 apiece. And Smith, the third baseman from Elon University, hitting .293 on the season. And the 1-1 is low for ball two.
Well, after this half inning, we will be through 5 innings. That means we're more than halfway.
And right now, Quinones in line for the win, too, if he is to get out of this half inning. The 2-1 pitch is upstairs, ball 3.
Well, we know who won't get win number 8 on the season, Henry Ortiz. So the league's leading pitcher in terms of wins is not going to extend that margin in the standings.
The 3-1 to Smith is fouled back to the screen. And now a full count. Quinones a pitch away from getting out of this inning. The 10-hole hitter, Maxine Bois, waits on deck. Quinones kicks and deals. A payoff pitch is falling out into center field. Bell barely has to move and makes the catch for out number 3. We're going to head to the top half of the 6th inning. The Diamond Ducks lead at 2-1. Athletes, are you looking to take your game to the next level? Barwis Arm Farm has the tools to give specialized training to professional athletes, all the way down to little leaguers. Professional and Olympic athletes train with Mike Barwis and his staff because they know they will receive the most advanced, scientifically based, holistic, and cutting-edge athletic training prepared to achieve the uncommon. Go to barwis.com to book a tour and check out the training programs they offer. And we're back on the SFCBL Network. Chris Stahl, Isaac Edelman here for coverage of this game. And new pitcher on the mound for the Blazers is Noah Greenside, a right-hander from the University of Notre Dame. The 6'4 sophomore has a 1.37 ERA, 19 2/3 innings pitched. And he will be facing... So Greenside looking to continue his strong season here in this one. The righty-righty matchup. The pitch. It's a breaking ball that misses down low for ball one. Good eye from Orozco.
I could tell that this Diamond Ducks team has won 4 straight games. They're playing with a lot of confidence against the higher seed.
The 1-0 from Greenside misses for ball two.
It'll be interesting, Chris, to see how long Adrian Quinones goes. He's showing no signs of exiting the game anytime soon.
I do see action, though, in the Diamond Ducks bullpen. Greenside still bounces up there for ball three. Now Orozco ahead 3-0. Greenside kicks in, deals. Fastball misses upstairs and a 4-pitch walk to Orozco. And one on and one out for Aiden Morehouse, the catcher. Morehouse hit by a pitcher's first at-bat, struck out his second at-bat. The strikeout came with the bases loaded and one out. At the time, the Diamond Ducks trailed 1-0. And in the 5th inning, they scored 2 runs to take a 2-1 lead. The pitch from Greenside misses for ball one, and big lead over there at first. The throw is not in time from Gorillas.
Those Blazers still trying to get their first pick off of the day.
So a 1-0 count on Morehouse, the backstop. Greenside checking on Orozco at first to no avail.
Very cloudy today here at Little Fenway, but not rain clouds. I feel like I can't say that this often. There are a lot of rainouts in this league.
Yes, there are. It seems like almost every day. Greenside deals the pitch. 2 Morehouse is in there for strike one, and now a 1-1 count.
It's part of playing summer league baseball in South Florida. Obviously, this summer, South Florida, very rainy. Maybe some out-of-state guys didn't know what they were getting into. Maybe they didn't bring a raincoat or two.
So a 1-1 count. Greenside deals the runner off and going. The throw is not in time as it bounces up. So a stolen base for Orozco. Another runner in scoring position for the Diamond Ducks.
So, for the 3rd straight inning, the Diamond Ducks have a runner in scoring position. They're doing a good job, even though they only lead by 1. They're doing a good job getting traffic on the base pass. That's got to mess with the pitcher's mind.
And a 1-2 count on Morehouse. So Greenside a pitch away from getting the second out of this inning. Got Vetter, the leadoff man, by way of a strikeout. The pitch to Morehouse from Greenside is a breaking ball chopped to the third baseman, who looks at second. Over to first, the throw high. But on the bag is Ramos for out number 2.
Now adding for Coconut Creek, the third baseman from Pasco Hernando State College, Nick Force.
So now Nick Corse, the third baseman, 0 for 2, grounded out to second with the bases loaded and 2 outs in the 4th. Comes up here with the runner in scoring position in Aaron Orozco. Greenside kicks and deals. The breaking ball is in there for strike one. Nick Corse looking to come through and extend this Diamond Ducks lead, currently leading it 2-1 in the 6th. Top half, the Diamond Ducks half of the inning. The pitch from Greenside is flowing out into deep left center field, pardon me, and caught at the wall by Cole Stefano for out number 3. We're going to head to the bottom half of the 6th inning. Diamond Ducks leading 2-1. Netting professionals will exponentially improve the quality of your facility equipment. They have L screens, batting cages, turf, netting, and so much more to take care of your athletic facility needs. Trusted by Division I athletic programs, go to nettingpros.com and check out what netting professionals can do for you. And we're back, bottom half of the sixth inning, 10 and top. And this Blazers lineup as they trail 2-1. And Adrian Quinones out for his sixth inning of work against the lefty Maxime Bois, who is 1 for 1 with a single. And the first pitch to Bois misses down low for ball 1.
Well, the Blazers have seen Quinones, well, after this at bat, at least 2 times today. So we'll see what happens the third time around the order.
Quinones wheels and deals the pitch. Is upstairs to Bois. He lays off, and now ahead here 2-0. Looking to play lead off and get on for this Blazers team.
You have to think, by the time they see him for the third time today, an approach at the plate is going to change in some way.
The 2-0, Dubois bounces up for ball 3. And Quinones in danger of losing the 10-hole hitter, Maxime Bois. So a 3-0 count on the Blazers shortstop. The pitch from Quinones misses upstairs, ball 4. That's 4 straight out of the zone. And that turns it over the top of the lineup. And Grayson Carpenter, the center fielder.
Now batting for the Blazers, center, University of Grayson. Sorry.
Before Carpenter can get up to the plate, we're going to have a mound visit for Adrian Quinones. And it looks like his job is not done yet. Now it is, as coach makes the call to the bullpen. Quinones gave his team a solid 5 innings of work. Only 1 run allowed, a solo home run from Hunter Ray. And we're going to take a quick break as we wait for the new pitcher on the SFCBL network. And we're back on the SFCBL network. New pitcher for the Diamond Ducks is right-hander Landon Campbell. Campbell from Waco, Texas, goes to Eastern New Mexico University. And Campbell, a 3 ERA, 3 games, all 3 starts for the righty. 1-1 record last time out against the Blazers on July 13th in a 15-7 win. Went 3 innings, allowing 2 hits, and struck out 7.
Definitely a big spot for him, trying to follow up what Adrian Quinones has done after giving up that solo home run in the first inning to Monterey.
And
He has gone 4 straight shutout innings. So we'll see if the new pitcher could keep that momentum going, keep the Blazers off the scoreboard.
And Campbell, he'll have to deal with the top of this Blazers order with nobody out and one man on base. Man on base, Maxine Bois got on 4-pitch walk, ending Adrian Quinones' day. And Grayson Carpenter, the center fielder, 0 for 2 with 2 flyouts to center. Looking to help the Blazers here and get on. Bottom half of the 6th inning, a 2-1 ball game from Little Fenway in Delray Beach, Florida. And Carpenter from the University of Dayton. The Dayton Flyers. So Carpenter steps into the box. Campbell all good to go. The righty-righty matchup, 1 man on, nobody out in the Blazers half of the 6th. Campbell kicks and deals. Carpenter squares, pops up the bunt, foul, and an 0-1 count.
You want to deaden that ball when you lay out the bunt. That
ball goes fair. That might be out of the infield.
Yeah, it was not deadened, but that's okay. Just a foul ball.
So an 0-1 count on Carpenter. Carpenter squares again, bunts, pops up, and foul to the right side. So an 0-2 count. That takes the bunt out of the picture here. And an 0-2 count on the leadoff man for the Blazers. The runner off and going is Maxine Bois. The throw bounces, and Bois has himself a stolen base. The pitch missed for a ball and a 1-2 count on Carpenter.
I love that the 10 hitters on both teams are stealing, setting up the top of the order to have a guy in scoring position. Now they just got to put a ball in play. The Ducks have done a good job at doing that. Let's see if the Blazers could do it, take back the lead, or at least tie the game up at 2.
So now Carpenter in a 1-2 count in here has to do a job and move over his teammate Maxine Bois on second. And a 1-2 count. Landon Campbell kicks and deals. The pitch is cut on and missed. Carpenter went around, said the field ump. And he's down for the first out of this inning. Sting put at second is Bois.
Now batting for.
And now you could say, Isaac, right man, right time for this Blazers team. Down 2-1. And Caden Cloud, your man, comes up the second baseman. We don't know how Cloud is doing this season and looking to deliver here for the Blazers.
This is the guy you want up. And at the very least, hopefully a deep fly to move up for base. Wow.
Pitch from Campbell is hit out into center field. Bell coming on. It gets by him. That's going to bring in a run. We're tied. Cloud sprinting around second. He's going to third. The throw. He's getting the wave. The throw home is over. And Caden Cloud finds himself an inside the park 2-run home run. And just like that, the Blazers jump in front 3-2.
There's 2 things that went wrong. Let's not even talk about the initial play by Nathan Bell in center field. Did you see that Caden Cloud got waved around third? He looked like he would be out by a mile, and he would have been, but that throw went way over the catcher's head. That was another problem. That throw was on the money. He's out by a mile.
So a 3-2 lead for the Blazers, just like that in the 6th. Now Hunter Ray, 1 for 2 with a home run in this one.
An inside of the park home run. Did you have that on your bingo card today, Chris?
Don't think I did. I mean, I'm not going to blame Bell for diving on that thinking he had a play, but I think if you could think about that in the situation, if you're Bell, you'd field that and keep at that point Caden Cloud from advancing because most likely Bois would have came around to score anyway.
Well, the Blazers have their second lead of the day.
The pitch from Campbell is a breaking ball hammered out into center field. Bell moving back towards the wall and makes the catch for out number 2.
Well, the Blazers are making good contact with that ball. And we're about to be through 6 innings. We've already seen 2 lead changes.
And now Matty counts 0 for 2, the right fielder. Line out to short his last time up. Campbell wheels and deals the pitch. Hit foul to the backstop. This is certainly still anybody's game, only a 3-2 lead for the Blazers. They're going to look to add more. And the Diamond Ducks have already came back from a 1-run deficit in this one. With 3 innings to go after this half inning. That pitch bounces up there, 2 counts, and now a 1-1 count.
They're finding early success against Landon Campbell out of the bullpen.
Even the out from Hunter Ray to center was pieced. Just hit to the deepest part of this yard.
Yeah. Like I said, when you get to that bullpen, anything could happen. Momentum swings are a real thing.
The 1-1. Ray doesn't go around. He did go around, actually. So a 1-2 count on Matty Counts, the cleanup man. Counts takes pitch, ball 2. The 2-2 is hit to the second baseman Tanis, who fields, throws over to first for out number 3, but not before an inside the park 2-run home run from Caden Cloud. The go-ahead home run, giving the Blazers a 3-2 lead. And we're going to head to the top half of the 7th on the SFCBL network.
Welcome back into the broadcast, folks. Isaac Edelman alongside Chris Tall. It's a game of momentum swings, and this time the latest, the Boca Raton Blazers taking a 3-2 lead over the Coconut Creek Diamond Ducks. We're through 6. It's the top of the 7th. Noah Greenside, the 3rd pitcher of the day for the Blazers, back out for his 2nd inning of work. It's the 10-1-2 hitters due up this innings.
What I just realized, Isaac, that home run from Caden Cloud, if home runs in the postseason were counted towards the regular season statistics, he would have taken the lead in the home run race in the SFCBL.
So passing Eddie Marshall of the Palm Beach Extreme.
But unfortunately, that doesn't count towards the regular season stats, so that will stay split.
Pitch is low. called strike 3. Tannhaus doesn't like that, but that's the second strikeout from Greenside and out number 1 here in the 7th inning.
Fielder draws just so. Nate.
So here's the center fielder and leadoff man Nathan Bell.
Hit a double down the left field line his last time up and came around to score in the 5th.
2 for 3. Also got a single.
That single was the bunt single that led off the 3rd as well.
Well, Bell trying to bounce back. I'm sure he feels a little bit like those 2 runs scored on the inside of the park home run were his fault. But he could get revenge here. Up at the plate with 1 out, no one on. But still just a 1-run game. No lead has had more than a 1-run lead today. Next pitch to Bell. That's grounded to the shortstop. The throw from Waugh is just in time. The speedy Bell tried
Now batting.
to make him work for it, but that's 2 quick outs, and here's the shortstop, Nick Apel.
And a good job from Waugh to stay composed on that against the speedy runner Bell. Didn't rush his throw, took his time, made sure he was set.
Yeah, and even the plays where you have a ton of time, you want to treat it like a normal play. Treat it like there's a runner coming that way. It's the first pitch to April Gath. Swings at the first pitch, grounded foul. 0-1. Gath looking to get his first hit of the day. He has reached base thanks to a walk. The 0-1 pitch. Misses inside. Counts even, 1-1. So we've seen the Diamond Ducks use 2 pitchers. The Blazers on their 3rd pitcher. Just misses. Remember, teams won't be afraid to throw out all of their arms because it's the playoffs.
And you gotta use them. You're not getting them back tomorrow.
Exactly. Oh, that just misses. Catcher for the Blazers, Santiago Carrillo, trying to frame that, but the ump doesn't fall for it. Two outs, no one on base. The next pitch, Staple Gath missed low, so a 2-out walk, and
Now batting.
here's the left fielder, Liam Epps. So that's the 2nd walk of the day for April Gath. And speaking of walks, there's a guy that walked in his last at-bat.
And Liam Ebbs 0 for 2 with that walk. Stole a base when he got on last time up.
Swings at the first pitch. It's a high pop-up down the left field line. And making the catch at the fence out there in the left field is the left fielder, Cole Stefano. So the Blazers, or the Ducks, strand a runner. And we head to the bottom of the 7th here at Little Fenway on SFCBL's YouTube channel. It's the bottom of the 7th. The Blazers trying to extend their 3-2 lead. And I'm back with Chris Todd, Isaac Edelman here. And it's the 5, 6, and 7 hitters, starting with the catcher, Santiago Carrillo as well. Chris, I'm sure the Blazers know what they want to do. They want to provide some extra cushioning for their bullpen.
No doubt about it. And it starts right here with Kirilis 0 for 2, looking to get off of the slide in this one and play leadoff man for the Blazers.
Landon Campbell, back for his second inning of work, last inning. Gave up one hit, gave up a run, one strikeout as well. Pitch to Kirilis, misses outside. Swap to Kirilis. Josh Ramos is on deck. Cole Lasher in the hole. Not much time left, but a slim one-run lead. It's fouled back right behind home plate.
Right back towards the camera, right into your living room.
Yep, but not into the camera. We are fine. You can still see the field. Little Fenway. Make sure you can see that green monster out in left field. There's been some action out there, Chris.
There has been. And a lot of action today out to center field as well, with the home run going over the wall and the inside the Parker out to straightaway center.
Well, the wind's blowing. The American flag in right center field by the scoreboard is really blowing to left center field. Sure, if you're a righty, you'd enjoy that, but we haven't seen a ball go over the green monster yet.
No, we haven't.
Slider misses outside, and that's a leadoff walk to begin the seventh for Santiago Kirilis. So, 1 on, no outs. Here's the first baseman, Josh Ramos.
Plays the first base from Northwestern, Josh Ramos.
And Ramos struck out his last time up.
So that's Landon Campbell's first walk of the day.
Pitch running for the catcher, Michael Gardner from the University of Kentucky.
So Michael Gardner, the courtesy runner for the catcher Santiago Kirilis, over on first from the University of Kentucky.
It's the first pitch of that bat to Josh Ramos. Ready matchup here. The courtesy runner is stealing, and he is out. Wow. It looked like he had beat the throw. The fans at Little Fenway do not like that, but nonetheless, that's a punch out from the catcher, Aiden Morehouse. And just like that, there's one out.
I mean, the throw was good from Morehouse, but definitely looked to be late.
Well, I'm sure the pitcher, Landon Campbell, is happy about that. Obviously, Morehouse also happy about that. I'm sure the Blazers aren't happy. They brought in a courtesy runner for a reason, using his speed, and he used his speed. I mean, he got in there safely, it looked like, but
certainly, it definitely looked like he was safe. And obviously, the second base umpire doesn't think that's the case. So Campbell catches a break.
Yep. No on, one out now. Pitch to Ramos, low. And after walking Kirilis, he now walks Ramos. The only difference is now one out.
For the Blazers.
So here's the Florida Gulf Coast product, the extra hitter, Cole Lasher. We have a mound visit here. We'll see if Landon Campbell is done or if he's going to stay in and just chit-chat here. Looks like he's staying in. Just a quick chat here.
Just calm down his pitcher here. 2 consecutive walks and then the throw out by Morehouse. Just looking to give his pitcher a breath and his defense. It's a double play away, a pitch away from getting out of this inning if he could roll a double play.
Yeah. Lasher is 0 for 1 today. Reached on an error. Trying to extend that 1-run lead. It's the bottom of the 7th. Not as much time as you think there is. And it's the playoffs, so you got to make every inning count. And the previous game today at Palm Beach Gardens, Lulac Park, the Delray Beach Lightning led 6-5 entering the final inning, but the Beach Boys scored 2 runs and walked it off, and they're now headed to the North Division Championship game tomorrow.
Quite a inning. Was watching that game as you were on the call, and what a job by the Beach Boys to come back and rally against the Lightning. A tough Lightning team.
We'll see if this game could top that, Chris. I don't know.
There's
got to be a walk-off.
That's going to be a tough ask, but we'll see what we have in store the rest of this one.
It's a high pop-up into deep right center field, but under it to make the catch for out number 2 is the right fielder, Aaron Vetter. So, with 2 outs and 1 on, here's Cole Stefano.
And Cole Stefano, 0 for 2, flew out to left his first at bat. And a runner on first and 2 gone. Pitch from Campbell upstairs on Stefano and a 1-0 count.
So, Ramos still on first after the walk. There's 2 outs. Manny Campbell trying to get through this, keep it a 1-run game. That's outside 2-0. We'll see what the Diamond Ducks are going to do in the top of the 8th. They'll have 6 outs to score that 1 run, or maybe more. We'll see what the Blazers do here, trying to extend that lead. Stefano fouls that off.
It'll be interesting to see if they are to bring out Greenside for his 3rd inning.
Yeah.
We'll find out. Certainly one of their better relievers. And in the playoffs, if he's rolling, you might as well stick with him.
Two-one pitch. See what happens. Wow. So balk on the pitcher, Landon Campbell. So just like that, with 2 outs, there's a runner in scoring position as Josh Ramos advances to second. So a potential RBI opportunity for Cole Stefano. We'll see if the Blazers could take advantage of the mishap on the mound. Campbell deals. Just outside, 3-1.
A good eye from Stefano on that one.
If Stefano reaches, the third baseman, Brent Smith, will be up. For now, Campbell is set. He deals. Just missed outside. There's now runners on first and second with 2 outs.
And the 3rd walk of this inning from Campbell.
Now batting for the Blazers.
Yeah.
Last time out against these Blazers on July 13th, allowed 2 hits, no walks, and struck out 7. So in this one, Campbell struggling with the control. His 4th walk allowed. Check that. Just his 3rd walk allowed in this outing, but all 3 came this inning.
First pitch to Smith is a swing and a miss. 0-1. So, Ramos is on second. Stefano's on first. Chris, I don't know what would have happened in this inning if the courtesy runner for Carrillas wasn't thrown out at second.
Certainly would have been in some hot water here. I mean, it would have been
potentially bases loaded
with
yep.
1 out potentially. Obviously, we don't know how the rest of it would have went after that, but that's what it looks like it would have been.
Pitch high to Brent Smith. Maxime Waugh, the number 10 hitter, is on deck. He's reached base twice today, single and walk.
And Smith flew out to center in his last at bat, 0 for 2 on the day.
Runners on first and second, 2 outs. That pitch catches the upper part of the strike zone. 1-2. Oh, we'll see. Campbell is 1 strike away from escaping this inning. There's 2 runners on. The Diamond Ducks are down by 1. Big pitch here. Oh, tried to get Smith swinging on that slider, but he didn't fall for it. The count's now even, 2-2. Great pitch there.
Great pitch from Campbell and a 1-2 count. You're fine with that. Although the count's now 2-2. Now is where you really want to get him. Don't want to give up the threat to load the bases and release the runners.
The 2-2 pitch to Smith. Got him swinging. A huge strikeout for Landon Campbell. The Blazers strand 2. We head to the top of the 8th. The Boca Raton Blazers still up 3-2 here at Little Fenway. folks, we are back. Little Fenway, Isaac Edelman alongside Chris Talt. It's the final 2 innings here in Game 2 of the SFCBL playoffs. Game 1 for both of these teams. The Blazers lead the Diamond Ducks 3-2. Both of these teams fighting for a spot in the South Division Championship tomorrow against the West Boca Snappers. But for now, the Blazers trying to hold on to that 1-run lead. It's Noah Greenside back out for his 3rd inning of work. Hasn't given up a hit yet.
And Greenside really giving the Blazers some much needed length after, you could say, Henry Ortiz was knocked out a little earlier than expected in this one.
Most definitely. It's the 4, 5, and 6 hitters due up as Rosenthal swings at the first pitch, and it's a single out into center field. A good start to the 8th.
Rosenthal stays hot. 3 for 3, all singles in this one.
Yep, you're right.
And a sac fly mixed in.
Let's not forget about that sac fly. Otherwise, it'd be a 2-run game. So, with 1 on, no outs, here's Austin Birch, the designated hitter. Chance for the Ducks to get some magic here. Laying out the bunt. Oh, did that hit him?
Looks like home plate ump's calling that a foul ball. Birch arguing his case.
Diamond Ducks umpire is going. The Diamond Ducks coach is going to come out and speak to the home plate umpire. Well, the home plate umpire is going to speak to both umpires. Remember, there's 3 umpires in this game. Something tells me they're going to overturn this call because he's going out.
Something tells me they're going to, but also you don't know. I mean, I don't know if you saw this, but actually now Coach is going to, he was just grabbing the hand of Birch, and it looked like he's going to show him the hit by pitch.
Sit down.
I mean, Birch was just jumping around in pain with his hand, and now he's just standing there. So it could also be a little bit of a sell job from Birch.
Well, you can't blame what the Coconut Creek Diamond Ducks are doing, right? Down by 1, this is huge. It would be 1st and 2nd. We'll see. Uh-oh, we have a little bit of an argument behind the dish. The umpire trying to send back the Diamond Ducks to the first base dugout. He's not happy about it. He's now going to speak to the first base umpire. And Brandon Rosenthal at first base is begging his coach to not come over, trying to save him from being ejected. Well, seems like the hitter, Austin Birch, is going to step back into the batter's box. We resume action. There's no outs. Rosenthal's on first. It's 0-1 to the batter, Austin Birch. The pitch from Greenside. Laying out the bunt again. And that's fouled off. 0-2. It's the playoffs. These calls mean a lot. I could get the emotions.
They do say ball don't lie, so we'll see what happens with this at bat with Birch.
That's true. That's especially common in basketball, but we'll see what happens here. Maybe Greenside could get that strikeout. That's lined past the diving third baseman. Well, the ball does lie in this case, Chris. And there's now going to be runners on 2nd and 3rds with no outs. A double down the line from Austin Birch. How about it?
You think Birch is happy he stayed in that box and didn't get the hit by pitch now?
Well, I wonder if the Coconut Creek Diamond Ducks coach is happy with that. There's now runners in scoring position with no outs for the right fielder, Aaron Vetter.
And Vetter, 1 for 2, double hit by pitch and a strikeout in this one.
Wow. That could be momentum right there. The Blazers still up 3-2. There's no outs, runners on 2nd and 3rd. A tough situation for Noah Greensey. That's the second inning of this inning.
The infield also in now for the Blazers.
This is his 3rd inning of work, Chris. Entering this inning, hasn't given up any hits, but now 2 straight hits to begin this inning. Vetter fouls that off right behind home plate.
Now Vetter, though, in an 0-2 hole here, Greenside needs a strikeout.
Yep. So Rosenthal's on 3rd base. Birch is on 2nd after his double down the 3rd base line. Ben Smith tried to stop that from going into the outfield, but it was to no avail. So here we are, Vetter in the batter's box. Green seed trying to get a much needed out here with the Blazers up by 1. Vetter lines it right to the first baseman, Josh Ramos, and that's out number 1 here in the 8th.
A big out from Greenside.
So
hit it right at the first baseman, Ramos. He caught a break on that one.
So here's Aaron Orozco with 2 in scoring position and 1 out. A sac fly could tie this game at 3. Just got to put a bat on that ball. Orozco has walked in his last 2 at bats. First pitch to him misses outside, 1-0. Green seed has struck out 2, walked 2, and like I said, given up 2 hits, which came this inning. High and inside, 2-0. Orozco ahead in the count. Aiden Morehouse will be on deck. Playoff baseball, these last few innings mean everything. Their season could literally come to an end before your eyes. And Aaron Orozco doesn't want that to happen. 3-0 is the count now. Wow. Dangerous situation. The bases could possibly be loaded.
And Aiden Morehouse, who waits on deck, came up with the bases loaded earlier in this game and struck out.
We'll see if Aaron Orozco has the green light here. Runners on second and third. He doesn't. Smart move there, as that's a 4-pitch walk. So the bases are loaded. Rosenthal on third. Birch on second. Orozco on first. And here's the catcher, Aiden Morehouse, coming to the
Looks like
plate.
they're making a change. So someone's pinch hitting for Morehouse, and it's number 19. And that is Grant Harrison from Southern Wesleyan University.
Yep, sophomore from Parkland, Florida.
Number 19 from Southern Wesleyan University, Grant Harrison.
Grant Harrison inning 341, 9 RBIs, 14 hits, and 41 at-bats.
Wow.
And they'll win against the Snappers yesterday. He had a run scored in 1 at-bat.
It's been in a bit of a slump lately, but with that average, I'm surprised he's not in the starting lineup today. But nonetheless, the bases are loaded for him at the plate. First pitch, strike 0-1. Noah Greenside maybe could force a double play to get out of this inning. The Blazers holding on to that narrow, and when I mean narrow 1-run lead. 1 out. The bases are loaded. It's a line drive into center field. This should be deep enough to score a run, and yes, it is. Braden Rosenthal is going to score standing, and we have a tie game, folks, here at Little Fenway. Your score, 3-3.
Now batting.
A sacrifice fly from Grant Harrison, and that's out number 2.
So now Nick Corse, 0 for 3, flew out to left his last at bat. Looking to come through for the Diamond Ducks and now give them a lead, potentially.
But Birch stayed put at second. Orozco still on first. With 2 outs, there's still a chance to take the lead. But for now, this game's tied, Chris. How about that?
Very good game so far. Late innings of this one, top 8. Lead has changed multiple times already. And the Diamond Ducks looking to add to that total of lead changes today.
Well, something that's really interesting, the hit column's lopsided. The Ducks, 8 hits. The Blazers, only 3 hits.
And 2 of those hits are home runs.
That is very true. Exactly. So, not much traffic today for the Blazers. That's a high fly ball into right center field. Making the catch just short of the warning track is the right fielder, Matty Counts. So, the Diamond Ducks strand 2, but not before scoring a run on the sacrifice fly from the pinch hitter. And we head to the bottom of the 8th. The Blazers now tied 3-3. We'll be back after this break. Welcome back to Little Fenway. It's still cloudy, but one thing that is changing the tide of this game. The Diamond Ducks tied this game at 3 in the top half of this inning, but now it's the Blazers' turn. It's the bottom of the 8th. They're trying to take back the lead, and Landon Campbell is back for another inning. It's the 10 1 and 2 hitters due up this inning for the Blazers.
And the new catcher in the game, Grant Harrison, pinch hit the sac fly, so he's behind the plate now catching Campbell.
Most definitely. Oh, looks like got a little banged up, but nonetheless, that's a leadoff single to begin the 8th inning. I don't know what happened there. Maybe he tripped or something.
Just couldn't find his footing in that lefty's batter's box coming out of it. And now a key leadoff man out for the Blazers is they just need one before they send it to the 9th.
Well, Chris, a common trend in this game is the number 10 hitters are getting on base and setting up opportunities for the top half of the order. And here's Grayson Carpenter now with 1 on and no outs. Carpenter laid off the bunt, brought it back, but it was a strike anyway.
Carpenter struggled to bunt last time up, too. He couldn't get it down, and it led to a strikeout.
This is Campbell's third inning of work, has 2 strikeouts thus far, and he's given up 2 hits. Was stealing, and he is safe.
Second stolen base of the game for Bois. And that's a huge runner in scoring position as the Blazers just need one right now.
Yeah, and that's Grant Harrison behind the dish. Remember, that was just came in the beginning of this inning, so maybe a little rusty. And not a bad throw, though.
Just a little late.
Oh, how about that? The runners are on base. First and second, no outs for the dangerous Caden Cloud. The Blazers could take back that lead. They know what they want.
Now, on that throw from Grant Harrison to second, it's a lot deceiving sometimes. People don't realize that it's not just the catcher. If the pitcher doesn't do a good job of holding a runner on, the catcher has no chance from the jump. And on that one, when Bois stole second, he had a huge lead and got a great jump off of Campbell.
So here's the incoming freshman at the University of Kentucky, Caden Cloud. Swings at the first pitch and misses 0-1. So Carpenter's on first after the hit by pitch. Was on second after the single, and then he stole second. And Landon Campbell trying to keep this game tied. Pitch to Clouds outside, 1-1. Well, Hunter Ray's on deck. There's no outs here in the 8th. Crunch time for the Blazers, the home team. If they could score a run here, they will have 3 outs to close the deal for the Ducks in the top half of the 9th.
Yeah. The first baseman, Aaron Orozco, is reaching at something on his back shoulder.
Perhaps he got stung by something out there. There are garbage dumps out there in right field, so it could get smelly. Draws the bugs. Well, speaking of drawing bugs, maybe Cloud could draw some runs in, give the Blazers the lead. That misses for a ball. He didn't go. I checked with the first base umpire.
Also, just a quick note of defense. Orozco moves from EH to first base. And everything else in the field stays the same.
The pitch to Cloud. That's a liner into center field. Waugh is going to stay put at third, and now the bases are loaded for Hunter Ray. So there are still no outs. A dangerous, and I say dangerous because I mean it, a dangerous situation for the Diamond Ducks and Landon Campbell.
Hunter Ray had the big fly in the first. But before that, we're going to get a new pitcher.
Well, not a bad decision. Landon Campbell's in trouble, and the Ducks need to get a guy that's going to get a swing and a miss here. They cannot afford to give up any sort of contact to a powerful hitter in Hunter Ray, who got the home run in the first inning and got the Blazers on the board originally. So we'll be back after the pitching change. But on third base is Maxine Waugh. On second base is Grayson Carpenter. And on first base is Caden Cloud. There are no outs here in the bottom of the eighth. We are tied at 3 apiece. Well, welcome back to the broadcast. We have a pitching change. Landon Campbell is done, and Braden Rosenthal is now into pitch. So he was the first baseman in this game. He moves to pitcher, and replacing Rosenthal at first base is the extra hitter, Orozco. So the Diamond Ducks basically burned their EH. So the bases are loaded for Hunter Ray. There are no outs. And it's a tie game at 3. This is a huge opportunity here. And the first pitch from Rosenthal is outside 1-0. Rosenthal has been elite on the mound this season. He's 1-0 with a 2.01 ERA in 22 innings. He struck out 21 batters. We need a strikeout here. This is the time. The bases are loaded. There's no outs. Pitch from Rosenthal to Ray's in there for a strike. So Rosenthal is one of the best two-way players in this league. He's batting .326 at the plate, and like I said, a 2.01 ERA on the mound. So Rosenthal will still be hitting despite moving from first base to pitcher. They just have to burn their EH. Here's the pitch from Rosenthal to Hunter Ray with the bases loaded and no outs here in the bottom of the 8th. Ray fouls that one back. So, Maxine Waugh's on third base, Carpenter's on second, and Cloud is on first. This is the 4th pitcher of the day for the Diamond Ducks. And they're using a pretty good one. Big pitch here to Hunter Ray with 2 strikes on him. Swing and a miss. a huge strikeout for the new pitcher, Braden Rosenthal. He's faced one batter, and one batter is down. So here's Matty Counts, the right fielder now. The bases are still loaded, but a huge strikeout from the new pitcher, Braden Rosenthal. That's his 22nd strikeout of the season. So here's Matty Counts now, who goes to USF. Counts swings at the first pitch. This is going to be a tough play. Rosenthal, highlight reel play, flipping it with his glove. Oh my goodness. Da-da-da, da-da-da. What a play, saving the day, and we are still tied 3-3. Wow. Rosenthal ran after that softened hit and flipped it with his glove right to the catcher, Grant Harrison. And there's suddenly 2 outs. Wow, if the Diamond Ducks can strand these 3 runners on base when there were 0 outs, this would be a miracle. So a punch out from the pitcher to the catcher, and here's the catcher, Santiago Carrillas. The bases are still loaded, but now there's 2 outs. Braden Rosenthal getting it done. Carrillas swings at the first pitch. That's a high fly ball to deep center field. It's going back, but caught at the warning track is the center fielder, Nathan Bell. Oh my goodness. Braden Rosenthal, you are not human. He came in with the bases loaded and no outs, and he gets 3 straight outs. Chris, how big was that?
You're talking about a huge momentum swing. You got 1 run in the top half, and then bases loaded, nobody out, with the top of the lineup up the middle of that order, and you get out of it, bases loaded, nobody out. Rosenthal does a heck of a job.
Your score is 3-3 entering the 9th inning. We shall see what happens at Little Fenway. Isaac Edelman and Chris Tall will be back for the top of the 9th here on the SFCBL YouTube channel.
And we're back on the SFCBL network here. Top half of the 9th inning. A tied ball game. 3-3 between the Diamond Ducks and the Blazers. Noah Greenside out for his 4th inning of work against 10-1-2, starting with the second baseman, Gabe Tanis, struck out looking at his first at-bat. Diamond Ducks have the momentum. Bases loaded, nobody out, stranded by Braden Rosenthal as Tanis fouls that one off in an 0-1 count.
Well, I'll tell you what, Chris. That 8th inning was crazy.
I'll tell you what, Isaac. Playoff baseball delivers. A phenomenal game earlier today. Beach Boys walked it off against the Lightning 7-6.
Well, the Diamond Ducks are not playing like they're the lower seed. What we saw from Graydon Rosenthal in that inning, getting 3 outs when he came in with the base loaded and no outs, that's everything you could ask for out of a pitcher, especially in a playoff game where it's one and done.
And a 1-1 count. The pitch to Greenside is a breaking ball for strike 2. And if the Blazers are going to win this game, it's going to be by way of a walk-off.
Yeah, exactly. But the Diamond Ducks are not going to go down without trying.
Pitch from Greenside hits Tanis, and he's on with the leadoff hit by pitch here in the 9th.
The Ducks are just continuing to get on base in this game. Every inning, traffic, and more traffic on the base paths.
So now Nathan Bell, the center fielder, 2 for 4. Grounded out his last time up.
Top of the order up, Chris.
And yeah, top of the lineup is right for the Diamond Ducks. Speed on first. Speed at home in Bell. Greenside looking to keep her right here. The first pitch, Nathan Bell, as he squares and goes around on the bunt for an 0-1 count. This Blazers defense has to be locked down right now.
Yeah, no.
Brent Smith, the third baseman, is all the way in on the grass.
No opportunities for error.
He's charging all the way in. The bunt attempt is hit down the third base sign. Smith throws to first, and Bell is safe. He beats it out. Another infield bunt single for Nathan Bell, and the Diamond Ducks are in business.
Is that guy speedy? Every team needs a guy like Nathan Bell.
Brent Smith looked at second for a split second, and then was late on his decision to throw to first.
The Diamond Ducks have so many fighters. First and second now.
And you see them, they're playing with that fire in that dugout. They all exploded out of there when Bell reached first safely. But
no outs.
Before Nick April-Gath, the shortstop, comes up, we got to talk to Noah Greenside.
There's no outs, Chris. This is huge. Huge. The Blazers.
I mean, we saw what happened last half inning, so we can't put anything.
Yeah.
Them automatically scoring now, but we'll see what's in store for us.
We'll see if they have a guy like Graydon
Greenside.
Rosenthal on their team, Chris, to escape a jam like this. I don't know.
Still talking to Greenside out there. I wonder if he might be staying in. They have someone warming up over there in their bullpen down the third base side.
They could be giving him time to warm up out there.
This is a very long mound visit, too. So coach is keeping Greenside in. First and second, nobody out. Nick April-Gath at the dish. Walked his last time up. 2 walks in the game and a sac fly. So Gath looking to come through here. Corners are playing on the edge of the grass for the Blazers. Greenside deals, Gath squares, pitches a ball. The throw to first is high. And Caden Cloud, the second baseman, leaping, who is covering, saved.
Not something you want to do in the 9th inning. It's just not worth the risk. I know Santiago Carrilla has wanted to pick him up, but it's just not worth the risk, especially he's not the lead runner.
Certainly not worth it. That lead runner and Gabe Tanis is the only one that matters right now in a tie ball game, 3 apiece, and a 1-0 count on April-Gath.
You could not afford any errors here. The Blazers got to be on their feet.
Inside deals. April-Gath squares. Both runners go. And
just as I said, Chris,
for the Diamond Ducks, and April-Gath ahead here 2-0.
Chris, they got to be paying attention more than they ever have this season. This defense has got to lock in. There's no outs, 2 runners in scoring position. Dangerous waters. That's what the Blazers are in.
Infield comes in for the Blazers. The Diamond Ducks have all the momentum. It's actually a 1-1 count. That pitch was called a strike. And now strike 2 on the breaking ball, 1-2. In desperate need of the strikeout here. Liam Ebbs, the left fielder, waits on deck. Greenside deals. The pitch is chopped foul. April-Gath fighting. So 1-2 count, green side ahead. The pitch, blocked in the dirt by Kirilis, and a 2-2 count. What a game we are being treated to here in game one of the South Division playoffs.
Just got to put a ball in play, Chris. That's what they need to do, and they know it. That's what they've done already in this game.
So 2-2, nobody out. Runners on second and third. Green side deals the pitch. Flown out into left field. Left fielder Stefano under it. That's going to get a job done. Tanis coming in to score. The throw is made to third, and the Diamond Ducks lead 4-3 here in the eighth.
Well, for the second time today, the Ducks have grabbed back the lead, and they do it in the top of the ninth.
And now a huge insurance run out there at third. And Nathan Bell, Liam Ebbs, the left fielder, 0 for 3 with a walk. Has to come through here, get the big insurance run. Greenside wheels and deals the pitch to Ebbs, is flown out into left center field. Stefano under it, almost same exact spot. The throw, the tag is not in time. And a 5-3 Diamond Ducks lead.
Wow. This is the first time today that either team has led by more than a run. And again, in the ninth inning. Wow.
And now Braden Rosenthal, the pitcher who got out of the bases loaded jam with nobody out, comes in. Nobody on. 5-3 Diamond Ducks lead.
Well, Rosenthal's in line for the win. He could provide some extra cushioning right here.
And he's already got 3 hits on the day, including a sac fly. Pitch from Greenside is flown out into center field. Center fielder arranging back and under it to make the catch. Route number 3. The Diamond Ducks score 2, taking a 5-3 lead. And the Blazers have to score 2 at the least to keep this game going, 3 to win. And we will see if they have a rally in their bones in the bottom half of the ninth inning. And we're back on the SFCBL Network. Crystal Isaac Edelman here for this one. 5-3 Diamond Ducks lead. And Braden Rosenthal, who got out of the bases loaded jam with nobody out, looking to get the win against this Blazers team and upset the 2 seed. Scored 2 runs in the top half. And now holding a 2-run lead. Leading things off is the first baseman, Josh Ramos. Ramos walked in his first at-bat, and the Blazers need 2 to tie in this one, or else they will be sent packing in round 1.
They have 3 outs to score at least 2 runs.
Rosenthal kicks and deals to Ramos. The pitch misses for ball 1.
You've got to think that confidence is sky high for Braden Rosenthal on the mound because he was able to get out of the jam with no outs. And the base is loaded. Now there's no one on base.
The 1-0 to Ramos misses for ball 2. The tying run on deck if Ramos could get on.
Rosenthal is trying to argue why he's one of the best 2-way players in the league.
The 2-0 is a fastball in there for strike 1. Rosenthal wheels and deals his 2-1. That fastball misses outside. Good eye from Ramos. Now in danger of losing the leadoff man in this inning. Ramos ahead 3-1. The pitch from Rosenthal misses outside to the backstop. Ball 4. Tying run now at the plate, and Cole Lasher, the extra hitter.
More traffic on the base pass.
And we'll get a pinch runner for Ramos.
Lasher.
Pinch runner is Giancarlo Rengifo. Giancarlo Rengifo from Adelphi University, the pinch runner for Ramos. Over at first. And Cole Lasher, the extra hitter, 0 for 3 today. With man on. The pitch from Rosenthal misses inside, ball 1. Lasher, the 7-hole hitter in this lineup. A 1-0 from Rosenthal, misses inside again, 2-0 count. Only 1 strike thrown this inning, 6 balls. The 2-0 in the ready matchup. It's a fastball in there for strike 1. Lasher taking all the way.
Well, this is what it's about. The bottom of the 9th. Chance for your season to stay alive or chance for it to end.
The 2-1 is sawed off. A little blooper charging his course. The throw
What a play.
is made in time, and what a play from Nick Force. So 1 down, advancing Giancarlo Rengifo to second.
Now batting for the Blazers. From Towson University. Go. Steph.
So Stefano now at the plate. Looking to come through here for the Blazers. Runner on second, 1 out. The pitch from Rosenthal is cut on and missed for strike 1.
Well, Chris, I'll tell you what. We obviously had a great game in the North. It's another great game.
It really is.
Down to the final out, literally.
Playoff baseball at its finest. The 0-1 is fouled off over the left side and out of play. So 0-2 on Stefano.
Well, there are still opportunities for the Blazers, but it's basically been a narrow 1-run lead the whole game. Now it's 2. So just a bit more difficult, but nothing's out of the ruling here.
So 0-2 on Stefano. The kick and the pitch. Hits off of Grant Harrison's glove. Was in there for strike 3. So Rengifo advances to third. Stefano started running late. And just like that, the Blazers are down to their final out.
From Elon University. Brent Smith.
So Brent Smith now the last hope for the Blazers. Also the potential tying run if he were to hit one out. Obviously, you don't need to do that. Just keep passing the baton. Don't want to swing out of your shoes. The 0 to Smith is a fastball in there for strike 1.
Well, Chris, Braden Rosenthal trying to be the hero. I mean, he's basically already been the hero, but now you got to close down that role.
Rosenthal 0-1 count on Brent Smith, the third baseman for the Blazers. The pitch is a breaking ball that misses off the plate and a 1-1 count.
The Diamond Ducks trying to complete the upset 3-seed over 2-seed. 1 out away.
So
Up
1-1.
5-3.
Pitch from Rosenthal is a fastball that misses inside, ball 2. Maxime Bois, the shortstop, waits on deck. And then after that, the top of the lineup, if Smith and Bois were to get on. The 2-1 from Rosenthal is a fastball fouled off. And the Blazers, just like that, down to their final strike.
We'll see if Rosenthal tries to get him chasing here, if he wants to blow one by him.
So 2-2, 2 outs, a 2-run lead. Renifo on third for the Blazers. The pitch from Rosenthal is upstairs. Good take from Smith. And now a full count. Well, you can ask for here, playoff baseball coming down to the final batter.
I said it was coming down to the final out. I meant the final strike. Full count.
Rosenthal kicks and deals. The pitch just misses for ball 4. Rosenthal can't believe it. And runners on the corners now for the Blazers with Maxime Bois, the shortstop, coming up to hit.
You got to stay calm, cool, and collective, Chris. Braden Rosenthal needs to get that out of his head, whether it was a strike or a ball. You're still 1 out away.
Wow.
So before that, we're going to get a mound visit.
Pitch running.
Big spot and pinch running.
Michael Gardner.
Pinch running from the University of Kentucky, Michael Gardner over at first for Brent Smith. So the runners on the corners, Renifo and Gardner, are both pinch runners. And Maxime Bois.
Well, this is a guy with 2 singles today, so.
2 singles and a walk. Runs scored. Bois swinging a hot bat. Not going to come through. And actually, they're not going to use the courtesy runner, so it is the courtesy runner, Michael Gardner. The pitch to Bois is in there for strike 1. Maxime Bois stands in as the potential winning run. The tying run and Michael Gardner over at first. A 5-3 ball game. The 0-1 to Bois is cut on foul to hit to course over at third. The throw to first is in time. And the Diamond Ducks advance. The Diamond Ducks take it 5-3 against the Blazers, upsetting the number 2 seed. And they will advance to the South Division Finals tomorrow against the defending champs, the Snappers. What a game, Isaac. What a game.
I'll tell you what, Braden Rosenthal, the heart and soul of this Diamond Ducks team, did it all at the plate, on the mound. Most importantly, Chris, they're advancing. The Blazers season has come to an end, but the Diamond Ducks are still dancing.
And if you're the Diamond Ducks here, that's all you want to do. It doesn't matter if it's sloppy or not. All you got to do is advance. And so that's what they did. Survive and advance. And they're set up tomorrow with the date with the Snappers, who are the defending champs. And just yesterday, the Diamond Ducks beat that Snappers team 10-1.
Yeah.
So confidence right now, sky high. 5-game winning streak, including the end of the regular season. And the Diamond Ducks ready to roll for another day.
5 straight wins, but now they got to face the West Boca Snappers on the road tomorrow at Bert Aronson Park. But guess what? This team's not shying away from anybody. What I saw today against the Blazers, doesn't matter if they're down, doesn't matter if it's tied, doesn't matter if they're up. They're going to do what they got to do to win. The number one thing I was most proud of this team today is the traffic on the base pass. They always had runners on base, and that messes with your pitcher's head.
It certainly does. And great win for the Diamond Ducks. And that'll do it here from Little Fenway. The Diamond Ducks take it 5-3, advancing to the South Division Finals tomorrow afternoon. And we will see you next time on the SFCBL Network.